Oh man, oh man. So it's looking like Boosie done went against his word. He went against the street code. He went against his morals and values. And y'all finna see what I'm talking about. Let's lock in.
Welcome to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Duke the Jeweler. Boosie, he just told the detectives that he got information on what happened with Duke the Jeweler as if he had nothing to do with it. So this starting to make me think, did Boosie actually set him up, or was it J. Prince Jr. in mob ties?
I don't know. Maybe they both work together. It's starting to make me really question some things because Boosie want to play like they didn't pull him out there to buy some jewelry. Why else would he leave his area, his comfort zone, where he's making money, if he didn't come out there to sell up some pieces?
But J. Prince Jr. was the main one who kept standing on the other side of the table, acting like he didn't know that he was out there to sell no jewelry, but he came in with the bags. Everybody in there, it was over 30 people up in that pool table dice game. Who saw Duke the Jeweler came in with the bag?
So I'm gonna go back, man. Cause what I know Boosie, and not personally, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying, from his music, you know what I'm saying, his interviews and all that, y'all know what I'm saying, man. He said that you don't do no talking to the police. You stay silent. You don't talk to the Fed, the police. You don't let them know nothing. But just now, just like y'all heard, he telling them that he got some information. Boosie.
Yeah, but didn't they have him secure the bags in a place where nobody would bother them, but they knew where they were?
They put him in the back, in the mansion, inside of that big room that Boosie always keep all his prized possessions in. So
right.
Regardless of if Boosie told him to come out there and shoot dice right quick while they do what they gotta do, this would have never even transpired under these conditions if they would have never even had plans on setting them up. So if Boosie got information to tell the detectives about what happened with Duke the Jeweler, it makes it seem like you're trying to snitch on J. Prince Jr. in mob ties, and that's bogus. This why you can't trust everybody.
Okay. So then we just kind of go through some of this with Takeoff. Then we just go through this with Takeoff, man. J. Prince Jr., mob ties, they don't need to be gambling. They don't need to be doing nothing. And if you invite them into your personal space, or you invite them to the party, or you invite them to a get together, whatever it may be, it seems to me everywhere they at, it turned out like this. Something gon' happen. I don't understand it. What, we trying to have another Takeoff incident?
It seems like he's trying to get attention off me and onto you. At the same time, though, I don't think they expected him to win. I think they thought they were going to get his little bit of money as well and keep it pushing. But nope, he was good at what he did and he won those dice games.
They said that Duke the Jeweler came out there with somebody. Now, if Duke the Jeweler traveling from Chicago all the way to Houston or Atlanta or wherever,
right,
he's gonna have security with him, not licensed security, but he's gonna have his homeboys, just like Boosie got his homeboys with him, just like Boosie Shooter, that young dude who actually was the one that they named in as the person who went out there to do this to Duke the Jeweler. He gonna have people around him that's gonna protect him and be his eyes in the back of his head.
You know, I personally would not travel with this anonymous amount of product, knowing how much it's worth alone. You know he traveled with security of some sort. Where was that security when they got to this place?
Right.
Why was he by himself all of a sudden? That makes me feel like, hey, the security may have been in on it too.
Hit the like button if you think that Duke the Jeweler, he could have easily got up out this situation if the people was around him. They didn't either get paid or get sent off to go the other way.
So right here, man, what I'm trying to figure out is what's going on with the rappers, man? What's going on with the industry? Because it seems to me that it's a lot of, taking and robbing and, you know what I'm saying, just backdooring each other. And we talking about mainstream people. You know what I'm saying? People that been in the rap game for a minute. You know what I'm saying? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? Why would Boosie have to do that at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Unless you going broke, or you got some type of revenge you seeking, you got some get back that you need to get, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. But it just ain't adding up to is why all these rappers is doing all this type of stuff to where they basically looking at going to jail. Mind you, Boosie already got a pending case. So I don't know, man. I'm thinking Boosie look like he finna go telling something though.
I want y'all to know, Duke the Jeweler and his people was riding in 2-3 different cars. Now, Duke the Jeweler, this is why he was standing at the dice game. As you can see, the dude over there, as Boosie kept whistling behind Duke the Jeweler's head, the dude who was over there on the other side of the pool table kept looking. He was trying to figure out what's the next move? What do I do? Do I strike now or do I strike later? Like at the end of the day, a lot of people put themselves in a predicament that they can't get themselves out of. And for Boosie to get caught with a gun in his backside in LA a long time ago, and then now you trying to come out with information about something about a body. Now at the end of the day, we know Boosie got a lot of bodies under his belt. We know what happened to Marlo Mike. We know for a fact Marlo Mike was his shooter at first, once upon a time before he got locked up. Duke the Jeweler didn't know that Boosie was gonna try to turn on him. Duke the Jeweler thought that J. Prince Jr., Mob Ties, and the rest of them was gonna sit there and actually be his protection by him coming out there and actually checking in, because Duke the Jeweler gave him $3,000 just to even be around those top bosses. Like at the end of the day, this is a sad situation. I want y'all to know, hit the like button if you feel that Duke the Jeweler was set up by one of them, regardless if Boosie trying to tell on them or not. Boosie know exactly what he doing. He know it's a strategic plan. He trying to get himself about this situation so that he can be able to get lesser time, because regardless of if he copped out to 2 years or anything, cases do get overturned.
Right.
I mean, technically it seems like he's drowning legally and he's trying to put an ace in the pot to get himself out of trouble. But realistically speaking, Duke the Jeweler was there for him and Jay Prince. He wouldn't have came out there and otherwise. He made specific pieces for them, and suddenly these pieces go missing, and you're gonna say they have nothing to do with none of it, and they're gonna try and say in an interview that they didn't know that that's why he was out there? Get out of my face.
Boosie cousin had said that, man, I ain't had nothing to do with it, and he kept saying it, and this makes you think like, did you really have something to do with it? Because why would you even be trying to plead your case and act like you had nothing involved in this situation when there was money on the line? Everybody need money.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's what it's coming down to, man. Like, Boosie done built so much stuff on his land and things like that I'm wondering like how he even doing it at this point, because nobody really listen to Boosie like that no more. We gonna keep it 100. Nobody really listen to Boosie like that no more. You might go back and play some of his old songs, but ain't nobody finna go really like buy an album of Boosie. If you will, then that's cool, cause you know he is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Boosie a legend as far as I'm concerned, but Boosie then flip the script. Boosie then flip, because once you get in something and you start, like he say, he don't care what it is. You don't talk to the police, you ain't ran to the police, you don't say nothing. But right here, finna change the factor for him. I don't want to hear no more of that, Boosie. Not you. He stopped messing with Tip, because Tip did something. He let his partner that passed away take the blame for something that, you know, he did and things like that. But he put it off on his partner that was passed. You know what I'm saying? That had passed away. And Boosie didn't want to do nothing with him. They had a mixtape coming out. He stopped it. You know what I'm saying? But look at this, man. So
everybody want to go out there and do something.
What's going on,
even
man?
if it's good or bad, regardless of what's going on, regardless of how Duke the Jeweler went out there and win that money for them. Duke the Jeweler, he could have left and went home and talked to Boosie and let him know, like, man, I appreciate you calling me out there. I appreciate winning the little dollars that I want. The little money that Duke the Jeweler won ain't nothing compared to the money that Jay Prince Jr. and Boosie been getting.
Right.
It's a whole heap of people who's involved in this, and the dude right there who kept on walking out the house every time Duke the Jeweler hit the dice game. Like, y'all gotta understand, they had loaded dice. They had weights inside the dice.
At the end of the day, birds of a feather flock together. If you sitting here and you're his left-hand man, his right-hand man, you're trying to cover for each other. Now all of a sudden Boosie don't want to cover for nobody and he's throwing everybody under the bus. What does that say for his character? At the end of the day, there's no way that Duke the Jeweler left the comfort of his home where he can sit here and keep making money, keep making transactions, ship that off, and not have to worry about his own personal safety.
He'll still be alive right now. And according to the FBI and the feds, they said that regardless of how they look at it, it's all on footage. They got recorded footage that people was inside of there with their phones out recording the dice game as if Duke the Jeweler was the star of the show, as if Duke the Jeweler was the one who was the boss of the whole party, the life of the party. And I want y'all to know, nobody prays for you to do better. They always pray on your downfall. Like, at the end of the day, you have to be cautious and you have to watch the people you keep around you, regardless of what relationship you got with them, because people will cross you. They'll double cross you. They'll backstab you. They'll send a girl in. They'll send a guy out there like they did Duke the Jeweler. Duke the Jeweler was laying outside, man. That's bogus how they did Duke the Jeweler, man.
It's very heartbreaking. At the end of the day, friend or foe, you can't trust nobody. Literally, if you think you're safe in an environment, you've come out here to make a transaction, and it blows up in your face and you're not even expecting it.
And this is why Boosie is coming out and saying that he got information on something that happened a long time ago. But it's just like it was yesterday because nobody forgot about Duke the Jeweler. Let me know if y'all still rocking with Duke the Jeweler. Let me know if you feel that Boosie and them set him up, but Boosie shooter, he's the main one. He's standing in the background. He don't want them to know that he did it because he was the send-off. He was basically the middleman between everything, between Jay Prince Jr. and Boosie. Regardless of how they put it, regardless of what evidence they think that they destroyed, it's all coming to the light now. Hit the like button and let me know if you feel that Duke the Jeweler will still be here right now. If they would have never plotted and planned to take everything that he got, they took that man a run for his money.
There's too much on video film between phones and CCTV cameras. You're telling me that not nobody caught the shooter on camera and in the act? I don't buy it. 99.9% chance that person was caught on camera and someone just simply needs to speak up and identify them. Come on, let him have peace.
Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you're a fan of Duke the Jeweler. Let me know where y'all from down in the comment section.
Yeah, so I mean, and this new thing that's coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? Boosie is definitely trying to keep himself from going to jail, man. So we gonna see how the outcome is, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you watch who you hanging with, who you rocking with, who you tapped in with, who you locked in with. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, streets is the streets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler. And we gonna see what Boosie talking about. You know what I'm saying? The man who said he'll deal with no rats, no snitching, no telling. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what he talking about. But until that time, man, this is Jackpot's reaction, and I'm out.